Out here with my friend Brandon. We're doing a Q&A today. Welcome to the vlog. Hey everyone, how's it going? I'm Colby Dezelick. Today's vlog is a Q&A. Thank you so much for all of your questions on Twitter. I'm really excited about this Q&A. We did one before. I'm going to try and do one once a week though. I'm very excited. Let's get started. First question. Colby, when you performed at the Muni, what was your favorite show you were in? Oh, that's a good question. This past summer was my 4th summer at the Muni. I've gotten to do a lot of great shows there with a lot of really great people. One of my favorite shows I did, I have to say, it was West Side. It was the first summer I was there. Mostly just because it was like a super talented cast. It was like one of my first professional shows. It was also the last show of the season, so there's a lot of like tradition stuff that they do there. And that was really cool. This past year was great too. I would say Music Man was one of my favorite shows I got to work on. Just an awesome cast, and yeah, every show I've done there has been. Colby Dezelick, what do you miss? Those I'd say were some of my favorite. Colby Dezelick, what do you miss most about being in school? Oh gosh, being in school, the people. Certainly, like I love learning and I love being in class. And I definitely miss that. I'm very fortunate because I get to like still work and do theater stuff a lot of times, so I still feel like I'm learning every day. So for me, the hardest part about not being in school is the people. Alright, what is happening out here? Alright, favorite song of yours? Mine is Moment to Moment. I'm guessing that this means like Moment to Moment is a song I wrote, so favorite song of yours, I'm assuming, is like a song I wrote. One of my favorite songs I wrote? One of my favorite songs, I would say, is October High, which is like just this super cool song that I wrote, and I love that song. Another one of my favorite songs, though, is Hurry Up, My Friends Are Here. And it's the song I wrote the summer after junior year in college. And I wrote it just because I was like missing all of my friends at school so much. And I wrote this song, and it was about like having to leave for the summer and then like getting to go back. About like moving on and stuff. I think I have a video of that one too. I'll link it as well. Colby, what is your biggest dream role? Ooh. I mean, to be honest, doing Miss Saigon is amazing. It's like, and Chris is a great role. One of my favorite roles of all times, because I'm a sucker for old musical theater, is Bobby Child in Crazy for You. I got to do it in high school, which was really cool. But that's definitely like would be a cool role to do again. At what age did I discover musical theater? That's a great question. I got into musical theater through dance. So I started dancing when I was like 7 years old. My sister took classes, and then I was like, what's that? And I took a class or two, and I got hooked. We both wound up at this dance studio that did like musical theater dance. So it wasn't like competition stuff. And then they did shows, and I kind of fell into musical theater that way because I would like act in the dance shows as well, and just loved it and caught the bug. Advice for auditions: be yourself. When it comes to auditions, there's such a small amount of time for you to try and achieve so much that you've got to like go all in on one thing. So preparation wise, you want to prepare just like the thing you're best at. Like if you're doing a singing audition, lead with like what you sound best on, like your best song, stuff like that. Same with like a monologue. If you're like doing more comedy, tragedy, things like that, lead with your best foot forward. In the room, just be yourself. The auditors want you to succeed. if you do really well, then they get to cast you, and then their show gets to be really good. And they want to know who they're working with too. So like, be a regular person and talk to them. Say good afternoon. Things like that. Be yourself. Definitely the best like snippet of advice. After Miss Saigon, in what musical would you love to play? What role? Yeah, it's tough. Like, it depends on like what's out there and what's playing after. Crazy for You again, like a dream role, I would say. But who knows what will happen after Saigon, or after like a whole year. When do I anticipate going on as Chris? That's a great question. One I don't have an answer to. Also one that I probably won't be able to talk about too much over social media, just because of like marketing with the show. But I will let you know when it does happen, like in the past tense. Like, I did go on. What editing software do you use, and how long does it take to edit one vlog? Just curious. I use Final Cut Pro. Some videos I do on iMovie, because sometimes Final Cut Pro it's just a big software, and sometimes my computer's. But yeah, I use my Mac, so it's either iMovie or Final Cut. And it takes me about like an hour to edit each vlog. Film it all on my iPhone, upload it, and then some are quicker, some take longer. I think that's the last question. Kevin Corkum. That's all I'll say. Yeah, I gotta say, I love doing these Q&As. They're so much fun. I hope you're enjoying them too. I want to end this Q&A by flipping the tables and asking you guys a question. So I'm really interested in making this vlog a little more interactive, and I want to start doing some different things. I have some ideas in my head, but I would love to reach out to you guys, the audience, and see exactly what you're interested in getting from me and what you want to see on this channel. I would love to make different videos other than maybe just the vlogs, maybe some interviews, maybe do more of the Insta stories. I'm open to a lot, and I'm gonna start trying to play with some more of that. So if you have any ideas to make it more interactive or anything like that, or what you're interested in hearing from me, I would love to hear your opinions. So just leave them in the comments below, and I'll jump in and talk to you, have a conversation. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. We'll see you tomorrow. It's vlog time. Q&A style.